Interweb world now. And okay, today's meeting is going to be a little different because you cannot Zoom a Zoom. So we're going to do our basic stuff, and then at 10 o'clock we're joining the MR webinar on the new contract forms. If you're online outside or on the internet, we can't record that, so we're going to stop this Zoom at 9:55-ish and join that one. Nicole just put the link. So if you want to join that one, you may have to quickly register for it, but that way you'll have it. So again, this is going on from the state level. It's Robert Campbell, who's our MAR attorney. He's going to walk through the new forms. And if you I was going to say, if you're missing it, you wouldn't be listening to me right now. So that'd be dumb. But it will be, they're going to do it 2 other times, but this is the first time. So we're getting a jump on this before the July 29th deadline. So we got plenty of time to get through all of our goodies, and then we'll jump into that right at 10 o'clock-ish. So right now, you need to look around. And if you're on internet, look for somebody you don't know. Say hi, meet somebody you don't know. You got 1 minute, go.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, each week we talk about one of our MVVPs, and this weekend is our beliefs. So if you walk down our halls upstairs, you see the signs, and we call this the Y4C2Ts. Because W, I, 4 C's, 2 T, E's. Of these, this is kind of the culture code on what we live on and what we do. I always tell people, look at this and think, okay, what if we had to remove one? Which one could we remove? And you can't, because everything on here is so important. Yeah, I saw several strange faces when I said that. All of our culture weaves together in how we treat everybody, all our different friends, everything. So it's kind of amazing the thing that's built out of a real estate company. We do have a, that's not where I expected that slide to be. Real quick, let's jump to Onward. Katia, are you our main Onward person today?
I am.
Yay. Tell us what you got.
Well, I'm Katia with Onward. We still have some summer promos going. So if you are interested in any marketing, then feel free to reach out to me at marketing@onwardagentservices.com.
Let's see. Go ahead. Oh,
I'm saying woohoo.
Woohoo. This is a way to leverage your time so you spend more time with your clients, getting things done, reaching out. And just talk to Katia. She's always got all kinds of good stuff going up there.
And if a monthly newsletter has been on your to-do list to create for the last 6 months and you still haven't gotten to it, feel free to reach out to Katia. The coolest thing about her newsletters is that she's branding it to your brand.
Yep.
So regardless, whatever colors are in your brand or in your logo, she's branding it to that, and her design skills are pretty phenomenal. So if that is on your list, I encourage a consultation with her to find out.
We have one agent who just by doing a newsletter this year has gotten 2 clients from the past, one of them from 2010. So just by reaching out and reminding them, hey, I'm here, I'm doing real estate stuff. That's important. Okay, we have a ton of affiliates and vendors. We're almost gonna have to go to another slide on this.
I know.
So
Okay, we'll start over here. Jeff, let's start with you.
Jeff Johnson, Mayor of Mortgagetown.
Morristown, perfect. Christina.
Hi, Christina Ferrante with Flat Branch Home Loans, 417, Lending Lady for Life.
Carl.
Carl McDougall, Dogs on Home Inspection, your one-stop shop. Exciting news, my youngest daughter just gave birth to our first granddaughter Saturday.
It's funny because like this area is like vendor row, like these like seats right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
like to-
Okay. Kevin, we'll start with you.
Hi there, Kevin Bowler with Allstate Insurance. I'll provide all your property casual needs. Relocated into Springfield in December, former loan officer, former realtor, former teacher. So I like to educate about the passion with the insurance and we'll get $20
You and
for
Mike
every
have a
quote.
lot in common. Derek,
Derek Cheney, home loan expert with Mid-Missouri Bank, conveniently located right across the parking lot. So here for all of your lending needs.
Jess,
Hey guys, Jess Bowman, Bowman Insurance Group. We're a local broker. We know and work with a lot of you guys, and we just appreciate anyone that you guys send our way, and we're always happy to help.
Garrett,
Garrett Allens, Meridian Title, where we close deals and open opportunities.
Cole,
Cole Keeling, USA Mortgage, and I'm gonna piggyback off of what he said. I am a former teacher as well, so I love educating my buyers, first time home buyers especially, so send them my way.
awesome.
All these stupid teachers around here.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm one
Yeah,
of them.
Mike.
If you can't teach, become a lender.
That's exactly right.
And make sure you say hi and have a conversation with all of our vendor partners after team meeting. One of the big reasons that we can do a lot of our fun events or just events in general or training is because of their support. So make sure you say hi and thank you.
And they're here as a resource for your clients. So you never know when you're gonna find somebody that helps you through a situation you're going through.
Yep.
Is Cindy here today? She's not. She was our Vindy winner last week.
Oh, yeah, no, oh, I guess we won't pass the Vindy on
Oh,
today.
that's how you get to keep the Vindy 2 weeks.
Yep,
That's
there you
Marty
go.
Fowl.
Slacker, foul, foul,
Foul.
slacker Cindy.
No more culture for her.
Yeah.
Okay. Reminder, do not call people you're not supposed to, do not get in trouble, do not get sued. That is not fun. And then we also have our culture winner here. Last week was Jordan Fine.
Yeah, and do we have the culture? No?
No.
Okay, no worries. Well, we have the little army man. So this week's culture winner, who is gracing us with his presence today.
He
maybe
brought presents?
Yeah, maybe. And
Wow.
he may not even know that he's the culture winner. So this week's culture winner was selected for treating his fellow agents just as well as he does his clients. So our congratulations to Clayton Carson. Here, but here's your little arm knitting. Congratulations.
These are the other one too, so.
Yeah.
Speaking of culture, who else do we have in the room today?
Oh, so I don't know if you all saw on Facebook, but we do have a regional culture ambassador in this room. So what that means is every year, our region asks all of the market centers to submit their cultural nominees. And so they select 2 ambassadors out of every region. And we are so excited to announce that Amy Hunsaker Williams has been announced as our regional. She'll get to have lunch with Mo Anderson, with the other cultural ambassadors, and then she'll be able to walk across the stage in her lovely sash, being recognized. So congratulations.
And it's so fresh, we don't have a slide for it yet,
Yeah.
so.
But what's really cool was Amy Malaya was our last one out of this market center.
So if your name is Amy.
Yeah, you have a good chance.
Ah. All right, if your name is Jim, what do you have for us?
Waiting to see this video. I'm really excited.
I don't know if we're gonna be excited or if we're gonna, but it will help us know what they're expecting and
Do you
how.
know your surgery date yet? Do you know your surgery date yet? Okay. Jim's gonna have, he broke his finger, he's gonna have surgery in the next couple days, so once we know the date, we'll let you know, so don't bother him, bother
Not a
Dawn or
big
myself.
deal. I just get tired.
Yeah, he can click the mouse, but take a little bit of
I can do it
response.
with one finger, so whatever, if you get something that doesn't look right, it's probably, that's the reason I'm not drinking. But anyhow, I'm anxious to see the video, to see what they say. We've had, actually 2 classes now where we've covered some of the material that's in there. There's really not any radical changes to the actual residential contract that you're gonna be writing, not radical, there's nothing big in there. The agency contracts, really, it's more of an emphasis on the fact that, okay, how are you gonna get paid now? That's what the agency, and then they've added a rider and they're encouraging the cooperation agreement between brokers to be used. But we'll see what these guys say. I mean, they're the attorneys, they're a lot smarter than other attorneys.
And you've heard us talk about this stuff for weeks now. Our goal is when July 29th hits and the forms change, that you all are just business as usual. So we're gonna have a thing coming up, we'll have a slide about the July 12th event, and we're gonna have some role playing, so you all will be just, it'll be like normal day in the office when that hits.
DocuSign and Dotloop, if people are still using it, will they be?
DocuSign, I know from our side will be automatically updated. Dotloop, because it's not a market center thing and you all pay for Dotloop, I believe Dotloop will update the MAR forms, but that's a question for Dotloop. I know DocuSign and all of those forms will be updated on ours.
And I already sent all the red line versions and the new versions to compliance. So they've been reviewing them too, so they'll be ready for you when it gets started.
So July 30th, after this change, it's gonna be just normal stuff for you all. That's our
Yeah,
plan.
it's the same thing, write contract, close it, get paid. If you make sure you get paid.
Yes.
But I think this is a real conversation, right? It's easy to say, it's gonna be business as normal, things are just gonna change around the conversations. But there are a lot of agents inside of our office and outside of our office that I've had conversations with, that they are nervous, right? They wanna know what their next step is gonna be, how they're going to get paid. There's different personality types. Some personality types are like, I'll just figure it out and we'll go through. Some want to have all of the boxes checked before they can feel like they can adequately support their clients. That's okay. So if you're on either scale, this is why we're gonna have these conversations.
Yep.
And I can tell you, the amount of conversations we're already having with you all is way more than what I'm hearing other agents having. I had a conversation the other day with a large producer here in our, not in our office, but in our market, asking her opinion and wanting to speak on it. And she said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to adequately have these conversations with our clients. So just know we're having these conversations because it's super important. And for some of you, you may be like, I understand, I'm good, I'm equipped, but that doesn't mean everybody feels that way. And so we're gonna continue to have these conversations to ensure at July 29th, everybody feels like they can go out there and have those conversations with their client and still conduct business the way they've been conducting business.
And the person you were talking to, $20 million producer,
Yes.
and they're unsure of what's going on. So our goal is everybody here, whatever level you're at, you feel confident.
And it's okay if you don't. And so this is a great opportunity that if you don't know, maybe the conversations to have on a listing side or a buyer side, or just in general of what forms you're gonna use, this is where the time is to ask these questions. Come talk to Mike and I.
Yep.
We're gonna have these classes today. We're gonna have the mastermind coming up, and then we'll have that class with Jim and Dawn as well going over it. So it's okay if you're feeling that way. Just let us know, because the more we know that you all are needing it, right? We had some people saying, I understand you all are beating a dead horse at this point, like we know. That's not the case for everybody,
Yep.
right? And so we need you to voice that opinion to us.
We're gonna jump slides for a second because the Mr. Wes Litton is back in the corner of the room. Hi, Fred. Come up here.
Mr. Linton.
He is in between appointments. Is
Who's
that?
that?
That's the most
Typical
classic
realtor, typical realtor. What were you, 10?
Eighth grade dance.
It's time for a new headshot.
Come over this way. You're not the screen.
Oh, that's okay.
Right about there, you're good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for letting me interrupt. I've got to pitch real quick and bounce, but Six Personal Perspectives is hands down the best class inside of all of Keller Williams, in my opinion. Talks about the mindsets, the beliefs, the how-tos of generating lots of business. And it's not only like sales oriented, this is really kind of life oriented. So this is my favorite class. I have taught it all over our region. We've had everywhere from 20 people to 120 people attend the classes. It's an extremely fun time, and it causes you to kind of dig in a little bit. So what I'm excited for with specifically us here in our home base is I get to peel back the layers of what our team does, how we apply these, specifically on things like the 80-20 principle. How do we apply that in the context of a sales business? Or being accountable. What does it look like specifically on my team to be accountable? We're pretty tight with those things. I can show you the tools and the trackers we're using, along with kind of understanding why we do these things. So I'm super excited for you guys. It's gonna be a long class.
5 hours.
I hope not, but we'll have some breaks, we'll play some games.
And that is tomorrow, starting here at noon in this room, correct?
That's right, yep.
And your
Bring your
co-host on
lunches.
your co-host on your video last night was much cuter than you are, so.
Oh, I know, she's the best, yeah, she's the best. So guys, thank you so much for letting me interrupt, I appreciate it.
All right, get to that appointment.
Going.
Continuing ed, hopefully if you're a broker, you've got that done because you got 4 days.
Yep.
Okay, if not, remember you have CE Cheap, you can do it, and there is a code here, KW 1024, which gets you the entire package for $48. Don't wait till the last minute, get that done so that you have it going.
And as a reminder, make sure you're adding in the code of ethics, because that's not necessarily the core class. Fair housing is the core class, but this is a code of ethics renewal year. So if you do not do code of ethics during your CE, you're going to have to complete it by the end of the year anyway. So make sure you add that in. You have until September 30th, but remember it's a 2-step process, completing your CE. waiting about 48 hours for it to come up on the MREC website, and then you pay your renewal fee too. So if you've completed your CE but didn't pay your renewal fee, you're still not renewed, and then you're gonna have to you won't have a license.
So you get to do 4 classes, do code of ethics, fair housing, and choose 2 others. It's that simple.
Yep.
Okay, market numbers, listings are up almost everywhere. They're north and east counties follow about a week behind, so they're a little bit behind on going up as much. Closings were down, which is normal the 3rd week of the month. Next week, they usually explode or meaning this week. So that's gonna change. This is compared to last week. This one's compared to last year. We're almost hitting normal. Okay, so what we ran into last year with the change in the market, that is becoming normal. And this was the interesting one. We had, as of Monday morning, 1,845 active listings.
Wow.
So last year was 1,133. Look at pre-COVID, 18s, 19s, and the other scary thing, that's the last week of June of my reporting thing, so the year's halfway done. What have you done? What do you got left? What do you need to readjust? Because you have half your life, half your year left. But we're about to hit a normal range from before COVID on the number of active listings. That's shown a couple different things come up. Buyers aren't buying quite as fast. Sellers and listings are staying on the market a little bit longer. So just make sure you're having the right conversations with people.
Yep.
Okay, let's throw it to the interweb, Nicole.
Hello, good morning. So there was quite a few updates last week. The biggest one is that your KW Command app did have an update at the end of the week. You now have Quick inside of it, and you also can add neighborhoods to your contacts directly from it. So
Real
go
quick.
ahead, go to your app store, make sure it's updated.
Remind them what Quick is.
Yep.
Oh, Quick. So KWIQ, it's basically ChatGPT within Command. It does take a lot of the curriculum that we have from like MREA, Shift, and everything like that. So if you ask it like, what are the top 5 things I should have in open house? Or what should I be including in my listing presentations? Those types of things, then it's going to go ahead and give you those answers based on KW information.
Very cool. And
Yeah.
if anybody needs help with you, you have office hours every Monday.
Every Monday, and then I also do one-on-one consults. So if there's something that you've been wanting to check out, or you've been wanting to try, or you might be scared to try something, come and meet with me and I will help ease those fears.
Yay. All right, thank you much. Slides from the board, fair housing class, that's today. Oh, I should check that. So that's gonna be right at the end of this thing, if you wanna zip over there real quick. Flutter and Fortify with the Women's Council of Realtors. And again, you get these in your email every Sunday, so we don't spend a lot of time with them. Flex now has a new mobile and portal search on your phone. If you're like me and you drive by a house, you go, oh, I need to find that info. Here's the calendar stuff going on there. How to use AI to raise your real estate game. That's a class coming up in July. Time is running out. If you want to go for leadership at the board, this Sunday is the final day to get your application in. And our calendar. So here's where we're up to. The week or the month is almost done.
It is almost done.
So today we've got the webinar standard or the webinar class going on. Road routes, Highway 60 and I-44 people, I'm coming out your way the next 2 days. We have an admin mastermind and of course Wes's class tomorrow. That's gonna be great. So it's hot outside, come in here where it's nice and cool and comfortable and learn from Wes.
If you're attending 6 Personal Perspectives tomorrow, a way I would go into it is we are mid-year, right, at this point. And so what was on our GPS for 2024 that we've accomplished and what is still outstanding? And as you go into 6 Personal Perspectives and you're looking at what does it take for me to become entrepreneurial to purposeful, or I need to get in my 20%, which is my dollar producing activities, what do I need to do in order to stay in that? Right? We have summer coming on, kids are out of school, life gets busy, vacations happen. And this is where we can easily start getting off our goal track if we're not careful. So what do you have as a visual in front of you every single day to know that you're still on track? So if you're going to 6 Personal Perspectives, bring your business plan, like mid-year check-in,
yeah.
where are we at? What do we need to do to move forward?
Very cool. And we will have the July calendar out pretty quickly. That's the slide on Wes. Bold is coming back.
Bold
We've
is
had several people
coming.
asking. It is going to be starting August 6th. We'll have some info on next team meeting about it. But we had the biggest Bold in the country last year. This one's gonna be a little smaller, a little more intimate, but we're still talking a lot of people. But get ready for it. The signups are gonna be coming the next week. I was supposed to say something else about it, Nicole, but I can't remember what.
I will be emailing out the links to register plus our payment plans for this year. You will get that in your inbox tomorrow morning.
Very cool.
One thing to note, there is a week that we do skip, so this isn't a typo on the date. So it will be first steps. We skip that next week for mega camp, and then we'll go to step 2 on the 20th. So there, it is supposed to be broken out like that.
Yep.
Compared to last year.
So more info coming, but last year was so exciting. We're gonna have several people speak next week and let you know how it changed their life and their business. July 29th is the day that everything changes. That's when commissions go away from Flex. That's when these new forms we're gonna learn about today drop and are live. So we're gonna go through that, but also mark your calendar, and actually, we're gonna have a link on this in a second. We have something coming up July 12th at the South Campbell Library Center called the Real Estate Revolution. It's gonna have 3 masterminds. You wanna tell them
Yeah,
real
so
quick
I'm
on those?
super excited for this. We are calling this Real Estate Revolution. We're making this an all brokerage conversation essentially. So it'll be July 12th from 9 to 12 at the Library Center. We are finalizing the panelist lineup, so we don't have an exact flyer. So Nicole has created essentially a link that if you want to be the first to register whenever that link goes live, we'll send that out to you. Capacity, we're looking at about 100, but we'll have a listing panel. So we'll have 3 people on the listing panel. Right now I have Kelly Rabor and Wes Litton confirmed on that listing panel. We have a buyer's agent panel. Essentially, what is your buyer's conversation and what does that buyer strategy session now look like? That will be Carrie Wurst, Jen Davis, and Chris Bryant. And then we'll have a wealth building component, because that is, I think, is something that needs to be brought into every agent's mind. We are at the forefront of real estate investing. And every time we go to a property, the first thought should be, can I buy this property to build my wealth? Should always be the first thought. Then, or can I list it, right? And so how can we educate you on, is real estate investing the way for you? So we have a panel right now. We have Zach Riggs and Justin Sturtevant confirmed. And so we're looking to fill that final spot. So as we go through and we start building out this, we would love for you all to be there. Like I said, 100 people is probably where we can fit capacity. And so this will be the wait list. So once we get that link live, you can RSVP for it.
So please, and this is not signing up for sure, this is to get you on the wait list. This is open to anybody, anywhere. So share this QR code with anybody if they want to get on the wait list too. It's open to any company, any person from any company, anywhere.
At the end of the day, we need all agents, regardless of what brokerage, to be well informed on the changes that happen. If not, we are doing a injustice to our clients. So invite anyone that you know, and as we get going.
And have you ever worked with an agent that didn't know what they're doing on the other side? If we can help them know what's going on, it helps make our job easier too. Let's see, we're gonna be doing that in a second. This is the next quarter set of team meetings. This starts next week. So these will be coming out soon, but we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. A couple interesting ones. Next Tuesday is Alan Ice at the Greene County Collector. Did you know if you're at a certain age for retirement and you've done certain things, your property taxes freeze? But what happens if you sell that property 4 years later? There's a lot of intricacies to that. You need to know how that works for your client. So he's gonna be here live with us next Tuesday. So come to that team meeting. It'll help you understand how Greene County's working with that. It's a statewide thing, but Greene County's got a pretty good plan on it. Couple other cool things. July 30th, building your local brand to a national presence with Randy Little. And I'm not kidding.
You just had to say it.
So he's gonna start with how PFI started on where College Scenic and Chestnut meet in a little building to where it grew to a nationwide brand. He's gonna talk about how to build your local brand even bigger. So he's gonna be here live. We have a bunch of other different stuff going on through there. So these will be out soon. And July 23rd, Jim and Don contract updates. That'll be the last thing before the contracts change. So we got a lot of good stuff coming for third quarter.
And one thing on here I don't think we have a flyer for just yet is we will be having Quantum Leap here July 17th. So if you have not taken Quantum Leap, I would highly recommend it. It's going to be down here in the training facility. Has nothing to do with real estate. It's all about your life and building the life that you want to live through that. And so it'll help you work through tacticals like what's your mission statement, what's your why. And we'll work through a lot of those practices. So July 17th, we'll have that.
Yep. We're gonna skip the video. Mega Camp is coming up. And as we talked about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we still have some guest tickets available. Why should you go to Mega Camp? Tactical takeaways from leads, listings, and leverage leaders. This is also going to get into the new changes going on. In-depth analysis of industry changes, ways to turn the NAR settlement into a competitive advantage, and you can see the other things here. There are so many agents in our area that need it, so we have some guest packages available. If you know somebody from another agency that might be interested in going, you can offer them, and we only have like 5 or 6 of these left. They've been going fast. But if you help someone by changing their lives by going this, you also get a ticket out of it. If you help 2 people, you get your hotel taken care of. So what I would suggest, screenshot this, and after our webinar today, think of somebody you're currently doing a deal with or somebody you know that might need to go to mega camp. For example, I just pulled up some info on a husband-wife team that they're friends of mine. I realized they've done 6 deals this year. Their business is down 57.2%. They need a kickstart. This can help them. So they're on my call list for later today because I saw, oh my gosh, I gotta help them. But use this or whatever is comfortable for you to text or call, get them in touch with us. We'll talk with them. How do they qualify? 8 deals a year or 3 million in sales. And then we'd love to take them to mega camp. And I've always pointed this out. This is not a recruiting event. Nobody's going to make them drink Kool-Aid or marinate them in it. We're going to just have them. We're there to help them learn. If they have questions like KW, great. Nobody's gonna be like, hey, you should join, you should join. No, it's not like that at all. Some of you have gone to these events before and you can testify to that we're there to have fun and learn. Limited number of these packages. You can see the thing there. When you choose an agent, they say yes, contact any of us on leadership. We'll take it from there. And they've announced the people for CEO Summit, which is the Sunday of that. And you start doing some research on these people. We'll have more info later on them.
Yeah, and so typically CEO Summit is not just real estate, it's more so lifestyle people. Some of my favorite people I've met that I follow have been through CEO Summit, and that will be the day before Mega Camp. So feel free to take a picture and do your own research. Sean is involved in the health world. Jason is more on the importance of sleep and the effects that has for your body. And then Brittany and Kendra, from my research, it's all about how to build raving fans within your business or in your world. And so last year at CEO Summit, that's when we met Rory Vaden talking about firm brand builders, and it was one of the best trainings I've ever been to. So this is, if you have the opportunity to go to CEO Summit before Mega Camp, highly recommend.
Oh, it's Monday at noon? I had my time wrong. I thought it was Sunday. Perfect.
Yeah, it's on the 12th.
Okay, so flights down are cheaper on a Sunday. Just keep that in mind as you're getting ready to book things there. So Mega Camp, let us know who needs to go with us for that. This we're gonna save for later. So what we're gonna do now, we've got to shut down this Zoom and get ready for the one on the contracts. Even if you're not an agent, but you need to know about that, please feel free and welcome to stay. Those who are online, you've gotten the link from Nicole on that. You just pull it to the top again. Thank you for our CRAM team meeting today. While we're resetting, visit with people, say hi, and we'll have this lined up as quickly as we can.
Reminder for those online, we're ending this and you're gonna have to click that link in order to join the new meeting.
All right, bye, everybody.